Wagwan, wagwan. Tottenham Hotspur 0, Manchester United 3. This is Jamaican Reviews, and we're going to be going through the talking point of this game. Alright, so Ole Gunnar Solskjaer under tremendous pressure this week, and he came out with a win. You know, everyone was expecting him to be sacked earlier this week, myself included. I'm not very happy with the results that we've been having over the past few months, actually. And first thing he did, which is something that I agree with 100%, is change the formation. I agree with 3 at the back, 2 midfielders sitting, and the attacking with the 2 forwards. I believe Ronaldo and Cavani should start every major game together. There were some issues for me. One of the issues is that you play the 3 centre-backs, that's fine. Wan-Bissaka and Luke Shaw are not as good going forward as Telles and Dalot are. But let's give and take with Luke Shaw. Wan-Bissaka is not as good going forward. He really tried today, we have to give him that. But he's not as good going forward as Dalot. So what that shows me is that even though we're playing 3 at the back and we're playing 2 midfielders who are supposed to be holding, we're also playing the wing backs to be defensive. It means we're not just playing 5 defenders, including the wing backs, but we're also playing another 2 defenders, including the 2 central defensive midfielders. It means we're playing 7 at the back. Okay. And then, you know, the moment of brilliance from Bruno, Ronaldo, and Cavani. And to be fair, it worked. To be fair, it did work. Naturally, this is the first game back in this formation, and maybe he's trying something different. And, you know, it did work. He got a 3-0 win over Tottenham. But when you really think about it, this was the first game that Manchester United has not been outplayed totally this season. We've been outplayed in every single game, even the ones that we've won all season, except for maybe Leeds. That was kind of an even game. But we've been outplayed in every other game this season, even though we've won some of them. This is the first one that we have not been outplayed in. Is that because Tottenham were so poor? Or is it because our tactics were so good? I don't think it was because the tactics were so good, because McTominay had a decent game at passing today, fair. But Fred was no better on the ball. You know, he was running around, he was doing some things. And weirdly, at the moment that I was really getting at him, cussing him, he kicked the shot that nearly scored. And I'm like, whoa, this youth. You know, Fred is trying to make me feel bad. But the fact is, he wasn't good on the ball. And if we're going to be playing 3 central defenders, and let's say give and take you have McTominay in there, maybe you play someone else who is good on the ball. Maybe you have Van de Beek, you know, because you still have the coverage behind to hold the team together. But we all know what's going on. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is trying to not lose first. He's going back to his tactics that he's used the last 2 seasons every time he's been under serious pressure. The tactic is not lose. Then if we win, we win, but it's not lose. Okay? So he's going to be setting up the team in a way now that we're going to be working on more counter-attacks. The fact is we have people who are more clinical up front, Cristiano Ronaldo, for example. And that would mean that the odd chances that we will get, we will score. And who's to tell? It might save him the job. You know, only time can tell. I believe Bruno Fernandes wasn't back at his best, but he had a better game today. He should start focusing more on playing than complaining. Edinson Cavani, I don't understand why he doesn't start every game. Cristiano Ronaldo should always start with Edinson Cavani. That's been what I've been thinking all season. So what would I change? I would maybe utilize the opportunity to try the more attacking fullbacks or wingbacks. I'll also look into the fact that France plays with the same formation, and France plays Pogba in the middle, and it's not always Kante that's beside him. It's not always a defensive-minded player that's beside him in the middle of the two. That means we could try to play a more ball-playing midfielder in there and maybe give Van der Beek a try with McTominay, you know, with Bruno Fernandes in front of them, with the three at the back. That's not a bad midfield at all. You know, with Cristiano Ronaldo. For example, Fred had an opportunity to latch on to a cross that Wan-Bissaka put in, flat, low, but it was behind the forwards. And guess who would have been the trailing midfielder tracking into the box at that time? That's something that Van der Beek is good at. Fred was standing out there waiting for a rebound or something to come back outside the 18-yard box when he should really be getting in there on the end of that cross. So, you know, all in all, 3 points on the road versus a team that, you know, is not doing very, very well under a new manager. They were 1 point ahead of us at the start of the game. So not a bad result on the road. But still room for improvement. Still no amazing ball playing, tactical, you know, nothing from the team. And the fact is, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is playing for his job right now. So let's give him the opportunity to keep himself on or fire himself. Yeah, this has been Jamaican Reviews. My name is Carey. See you in the next one.